So we have done 4 shows. This is our 5th show. Boom! 5 last final show, but we are closing it out with a bang. We are closing it out with the 5 elements of hip hop. We have a phenomenal special guest, a music artist in the industry, U-Neek, from our local Kansas City area. To represent and enlighten us with great discussion and conversation on the 5 elements of hip hop. If you don't look, I love
Hustle Hard. Hustle Hard music, baby.
My name is U-Neek.
I would have my shirt, but I wasn't thinking.
So, you know, we want to support. We want to keep our local Kansas City artists. We're going to push them. We're going to push them to the next level. On that note, this is the 5 elements of hip hop. 5 elements of hip hop. We have done 4 episodes, you guys. We have done good
5 elements, 5 episodes.
Good versus impactful music. We have done female MCs versus school. We have done the relationship of R&B and hip hop.
Yep.
We have done
DJing.
the art of DJing. We got over there Vida, who thinks she's some sort of a
hey, that's another element.
How else to close the Queen and Vida season out, but with the 5 elements of hip hop and what U-Neek himself. So on that note, so many elements. I'm gonna turn it over to Vida right now.
Oh boy! All right, so I'm really glad that you guys are visiting us again for our 5th and final episode. This is really exciting. Thank you guys for tuning in and always being here for us. I want to just make sure and say that. Share it, like it, love it. This is the culture. So. Once again, we have U-Neek here to visit us for our 5 elements of hip hop. One of our elements that we wanted to discuss tonight was let's go with breaking. Let's go with dancing because hip hop is so much about dancing and it feels so energetic all the time and the beats always just get the body moving. So let's just talk about breaking for a second.
Y'all know dance, right?
I know you dance.
You know I dance. Let me calm it down a little bit.
Okay. I know. Okay.
That's how I started. That's how I started
dancing. Right? So let's see. Let's take it back to where it began with breaking. Like with the Adidas jumpsuits and the bucket hats and the bringing out the cardboard on the street and the boom boxes up here. We all remember that shit.
Sure do. New York City in the house.
Right? We all remember that. So when did you first experience, what was your first experience with breaking?
Okay. I remember I was a little kid. My mom always kept me in church. But I know like at church, right on the side, right down the street, when we was in the city, everybody was over there just jamming and dancing. And I was just little, I'm still little, but I was just a little
young bud.
So I was like, dang man, like I want to go over there with them, but I know my mom over there and I said, hey mom, I gotta go bathroom. And she's like, all right. So then she went over there, she's like, come right back. Cool. I went straight over there where everybody's breakdancing. And I'm like, hey. And then they dancing and they was like, oh, what you gonna do, little boy? And then I started getting it and I had my little thing and everybody was like, and then I got my props and I was like, I gotta get back to church. I'm wearing church shoes and everything. But hey, for real, like it was really a part of my life. First time I saw people doing all the moves, man, it was amazing. It started out with Michael Jackson. And then it went into all breaking.
Like, we can't stop with Michael Jackson because I know when I was PCS, man, I stopped at Michael Jackson. I had to pay tribute. Had the shirt, still got it upstairs. Went and put the flowers. I was stuck hard.
Yeah, man. I know my mama bust me jamming on her little table.
Yo, my brother was Michael Jackson
to Michael Jackson slipping in my socks. It's like, boy,
everybody trying to moonwalk.
Hey, come on now, tell me who didn't moonwalk.
I can't moonwalk.
Girl, please. That's because you Hispanic.
I can't.
I love you though.
I can't moonwalk.
I'll teach her to moonwalk.
I can't
You
moonwalk.
think you can salsa though? You got it.
Yeah, I can
No,
salsa.
you can't salsa. Come on now.
Well, if I have a few drinks, I can dance real great, right? I can.
Oh yeah, man.
But
That's
I will say, this 5-part series has been eye-opening. It has been enlightening, and I will definitely tell everyone who is viewing, who is looking in, who is supporting, who is subscribing, thank you with all my heart, because
Very
not
much.
only are you doing it for the channel, but you are doing it for those artists. You are doing it for those who are pushing and grinding, and a multitude of thank you to my girl Vida, who has opened my eyes to so much untapped culture. I want to say I make sure that U-Neek puts himself out there and lets everybody know who he is and what he's about.
All right, my name is U-Neek. I love doing this music thing. I'm about peace, love, positivity, bringing people together. Everybody, no matter who you are, what you're about, what sex, what anything. Like, I'm about bringing everybody together and everybody loving this hip hop thing. For real, hip hop changed my life. You know, music in general changed my life, but hip hop I fell in love with. And that's one thing that connected me with so many great people. And I love hip hop, and I'm gonna keep grinding, keep pushing it. There's all that negative out there. I want to push all the positive. You know what I'm saying? We got to have a balance. And right now, negative is winning. We need to push that positive.
Yeah.
So I push all my energy into that positive and put all that greatness into the world to bless all the other people that I know. They bless me, so I want to bless them.
He's always been a very positive influence in my
Okay.
life. I also want to go ahead and thank you, because there have been times when I've called him and be like, look, I'm gonna be real honest with you for a moment, because you know that's how I do, and that's always how I preface it. I'm like, look, because this is what's going on right now, and this is what I think is bullshit, and this is how I feel about it, and then he'll give me his real feedback. And I totally always appreciate that, because it's very well thought out advice.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
See, I got
Yes,
And what I will say on that back end is, I am grateful to Felicia De La Cruz, Vida, aka Vida, that has really opened my eyes to so much untapped talent in Kansas City, which stay tuned, because trust me, you won't see a lot of those come up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, if we don't support each other, then who will support us?
Right.
That's what I'm going to say. And I want to say a huge thanks to U-Neek for being on here, because U-Neek, I want you to say on the descriptions below, all his information is going to be on there.
You, at U-Neek69.
Do
Instagram.
not
sleep.
Do not
Hustle hard
sleep
music.
on U-Neek. Do not sleep on U-Neek.
For real.
Wink, wink. I'm going to just say, wink,
coming out.
wink. You got some things coming out
I'm
that
telling
you
you.
may
Got
want
the
to stay plugged in.
Okay, Spotify. If you go to Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, everywhere, you can find Showtime, which me and my boy Influence. You can find my album Party to My Pain. That's 2 with the number 2. Party to My
Dope
Pain.
album.
Dope album. Put my heart and soul into it. I have a new album coming out. It's called Raw, Reality and Wisdom. I'm telling you.
Reality and
I'm telling you, I'm working right now. There's some stuff.
All I'm saying is,
for real.
anyone who knows me and who has seen this channel, my name is Jessica Yvonne Dalby. I would not vouch for someone.
Government out there.
I would not vouch for someone if I did not believe in them. And let me tell you, I had a sneak preview, to these songs. If you don't lock in with
quality lyrics,
and if you do not want to hear this, then you know what? You're the one losing out.
I'm telling you.
Not him.
well
and not
executed,
us.
perfect
More
timing.
love, less hate. I'm just
Exactly.
gonna keep that right there. Let you marinate on it. So whenever it starts going, I know where it came from.
Sorry.
Nah.
U-Neek, baby, U-Neek.
You know what? Back to
Okay.
the 5 elements of hip hop. I
let's get
got
into
a question for you.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
I
I'm
got a
ready. I'm ready.
I got a question.
I'm ready.
Out of the 5 elements
Mm-hmm.
of hip hop, which we got what? We got MCing, we got DJing,
We got breaking.
we got breaking,
We got beatboxing.
we got beatboxing, and I can't forget the graffiti because I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
The
You got
art.
that all up in the train.
Right?
Who would you say you resonate more with? And if you had to choose outside of those 5 elements,
What element I resonate
what
with?
element would you want to say you resonate with?
Mm,
Come on now.
See, I resonate with MCing all day.
all day.
Like
Okay.
I'm a writer at heart.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying, hip hop poet. I love to just pour my heart out. And I know that's where it is. It's controlling. Anybody that knows me knows that if that crowd there, you take the crowd. It's nothing better than to have 1,000 people out there and you just control it and go. And it's beautiful.
Now, who's
And
your
that-
favorite
oh.
MC of all time? I hate to interrupt you. Who's your favorite MC of all time?
See,
Ooh, that's a
okay,
hard one.
okay. It's hard, but it ain't really that hard.
Okay.
Because I'm a Kansas City cat all day.
Right?
Hey,
I was
sorry.
born in Kansas City, raised in
KC
Kansas City.
in the mode.
Okay. But
We'll represent
you know
a
what I'm
little bit
saying?
too much. The 816
he's
somebody else.
he's the reason. This artist is the reason why I do my thing, and I'm gonna keep shouting it out and everything else.
Mhm.
Every Kansas City artist knows who this person is, and it's Tech Nine.
Technina. Shout out Strange Music.
That's my brother. That brother's dope. I'm telling you, the way he's elevated, the way he's changed his style, the way he was himself, the way he made it cool just to be himself
Be
and do his
yourself
own
and be
thing
different.
and create his own, gave thousands of people like the motivation to just do their own thing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then later just to see like how me and his son connected, and that's like my
Right.
little brother, and to see how everybody's connected with Strange, but you still have that, like, you know what I'm saying, that love for what he does, and see how amazing every time you see him on stage,
Right.
and make you want to just up your game up. You think
Right.
you dope until you see a show. You're like, dang man, I'm slacking. I need to do a little something.
They
more."
don't
You know
want
what I'm
to-
saying?
You know what?
That's
You know
what I'm
what? For
talking
y'all who are from Kansas City, everybody knows that the Queen is not from Kansas City.
Mhm.
So I will say that I had to get educated on Tech Nine. My husband knows
Mhm.
Tech Nine because he's a diehard battle rapper.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that, man, oh man, I will give mad props to Tech Nine because you know what? He didn't care what nobody said.
Mhm.
Really
He
didn't.
invested
I
in
remember-
himself. He dedicated himself. He made sure he didn't care. And you know what? I'm sitting here 5 years now, and I'm learning more about Tech Nine than I ever did in Texas.
I remember
So I
like 20 years
appreciate
ago.
that.
Oh yeah.
20 years ago when I was listening to him and people were like, oh, he's a devil worshiper. He joined the Illuminati.
Hey, I was
He
a little
did this,
scared,
he did
but
this.
skeptical.
There was all kinds of rumors about him for a long time while I was growing up. But that was while I was growing up. He's been pushing all these years. He's kept at it. He's kept evolving. He's kept growing.
Yes.
Now, you know, he's got so many different things going on, and artists that are signed to the label that have so much potential. JLB Hood, shout out to JLB Hood.
Yeah. Joey Cool.
Yeah,
Shout out,
Shout out to
shout out to
Howard.
Chris Cazilla.
And
Let me
Jerry
tell you,
Robinson. Jerry Robinson.
I'm
Jerry
a bachelor's in
Chris.
psychology. Shout out
Chris
to Chris
Calico.
Cazilla. Yep.
Chris
Calico.
Calico.
Yep. Yo,
Yep,
his rhymes, man, had me
And he
on
can sing.
edge.
Did you know that?
Had me on edge. Really had me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is,
You're gonna make this.
thank you.
Yo,
Thank you on behalf. I'm a very genuine person. I'm sincere. Thank you, Tech Nine, for opening my eyes to Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for opening my eyes to untapped talent that resonates here in Kansas City, that I will do my hardest to get out there, because you invested everything, and I'm going to make sure I do the best. But we are about U-Neek today.
That's right.
I want
Right,
to
that's
know,
right.
and I want to know, U-Neek, outside of them 5 elements, who would you say really resonates? If you had to pick someone out the 5 elements, because we know anyone who knows hip hop knows that you got your 5 elements and you got more.
Okay, am I picking from the elements of hip
You are
hop.
freaking outside.
Outside
We
of
have
the
5
elements.
distinct
So,
elements
let
for
me
hip
see.
hop.
Outside of 5 elements.
Outside the 5.
Let me see.
Mhm.
No, but I mean, everybody that knows who I am, and I started as an R&B baby. I'm an R&B baby at heart,
Yeah.
and I love me some singing, some singing. You know, not some
Stay
singing,
tuned to
some
them
singing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I was like, oh, you like Usher. I know you was a big Usher fan.
Okay, I was an Usher fan.
Hey,
Because I know when I was
confessions.
young, I was like in high school and I was young, and we did the Usher concert when I was helping out and doing this backup singing and doing dancing and all kinds of stuff. But we were on the other stage and we were able to open up with the Usher concert.
That's dope.
Bruh, like to sit in the mirror as a child and do all the dance,
Right.
and then you be on stage at the Usher,
Same
like you
concert.
sitting there like it don't get no better than this.
That's
Like you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Vida,
It's
you
amazing.
know Usher
So
still kills it though.
killing it. I'm telling you.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Man.
Because I was thinking of some other stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm
She's like the songs, but Usher.
right?
So as an
Personal
R&B,
life.
as you said, as an I'm gonna quote your words, as an R&B baby,
Mm-hmm.
from there to now, how do you feel? You have evolved. How do you feel you continue to evolve, and how you feel you're gonna get to
Well, I mean,
other levels?
like I'm working. This is literally my 8th album. So what it is now. I feel like I went from being an R&B baby and then going and discovering hip hop and falling in love and being like what, and then figuring out how to merge both of those because sometimes you don't know how to.
Right.
And then so I just started rapping, and then everybody just like, oh, you rap. And then years later, I started singing. And he was like, what? What? You sing? Like, I know you 10 years. You ain't never sang. But I was like, what? I started singing. Like, what do you mean? So I end up putting both of those together, and it ends up making U-Neek and making me different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I loved about it. I was just able to be myself, and I feel like I've grown into something that I can just be unique. You know what I'm saying? And I can just do my own thing, and I ain't got to worry about
That's perfect.
what everybody else is doing and everybody else is thinking. So I feel like when you just grow, and then you end up growing to something that's just you. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta
find your place in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, man, he gave me 2 specific albums that I listened to literally as he was in the car and I'm driving and I'm just sitting quietly. My 17-year-old son listening like, wow, Mom. All I could tell you guys is I think his name, and he can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm always about being educated, his name fits who he is.
Oh yeah.
He is unique and he makes it known. And if you guys not try and tap in with him,
all you gotta do is just tap in. You'll feel
it's
the
too
love.
easy. You'll feel the love. He's genuine. He's genuine. You can't get more genuine than that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I know you have another question.
Actually, I wanted to talk about one of our little five topics that we were
Ooh,
one of our little
yeah.
five. I'm going to reel it back in here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're reeling it back in. All right. One of our 5 elements of hip hop is the artwork, the graffiti.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I understand that you were like, yeah, because I'm from New York and the Bronx and blah, 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 blah. But
no, Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn.
Hold up, Brooklyn.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know.
Hold up, Brooklyn.
Hey, I'm just
Big
slowing
rise.
down. All right.
We got Kansas City where we got all of our trains.
You do?
Which brings the artwork from the other areas and all these graffiti artists that are tagging and stuff.
Boy, some of the walls are amazing.
Amazing artwork.
Oh my gosh. So many talented people.
I will say that on my own behalf, and I apologize, Vida, that I have seen for myself that I could attest to graffiti artwork that I knew growing up in Brooklyn, New York, I am now seeing in museums.
Right.
I am now seeing in higher level institutions, which is what should be seen.
They make logos out of this stuff. You know, they put it on labels for stuff. I'm trying to censor my words.
And see, that's what I'm talking about, though. That's the beauty of what art is. You take everybody else's pain, everybody else's art, everything that's in someone.
Right.
It's amazing, and they can just go by themselves, and they can take whatever they're going to take, and they can write and express themselves any way they want to, and everybody around can go and feel it and look at it, and it can touch them in certain ways to where it's shown everywhere. That's amazing. Like, to me, that's like the epitome of what art is. That's what makes hip hop hip hop.
So
Like,
many Nipsey Hussle murals.
I'm telling you.
So many Nipsey Hussle murals.
Wait a minute.
And the Black
what
Lives
about
Matter
Kansas
murals.
City?
What
What
about
did we
Kansas-
just do in Kansas City?
Oh,
on the
with our
streets?
we did 6 streets here in Kansas City that say Black Lives Matter.
All the way
So
across.
all the way across.
Beautiful.
And
Each one is different.
And that is graffiti, believe it or not.
Yeah.
As many people like to say, it's not graffiti. Graffiti is artwork.
It's
It
a
is
street
the-
mural.
It is a street mural, and it is the epitome
Art.
of expression via art.
That's
you can
right.
see it from space. No.
You can.
You gotta
Get out there,
zoom in a little bit.
Get
zoom in
on
just a
the
little
earth.
bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
From space.
But it's
I do have one last question
Okay.
before we kind of close it out.
Okay.
Okay.
We hit the 5 elements.
We hit
all
Some
5?
of them. We hit kind of some of them.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say,
Okay.
MCing. What do you think? Where does it resonate with you, and how do you feel MCing?
Okay. MCing for me. I feel writing your life, you can take writing other people's lives, but to me, it's more than just talking to the crowd. Like, that's a great thing. But for me, MCing is taking all of that stuff, that pain, it's that therapy. It's kind of like you would say ghetto therapy. Like, you would go and you would, all that stuff that nobody else wanted to listen to, that you like black people wouldn't really go to therapy to be for real. They weren't really going to
Yeah,
therapy.
They don't go to therapy.
They won't
what it
really
is.
like express it. So that would be a way that they could
Hispanics,
pour.
ourselves,
Yeah,
speaking.
like people would call, they wouldn't really pour their heart out in places. So that would be a beautiful way to pour your heart out. And then when you pour it out, you find out there's 100 people
the same way.
on my block that feel exactly how I am. And they sit there and they cry, or they're happy, or they're excited, just like I am. So then it starts to continue to go and go and go. So it's one of those things that's kind of like therapy for other people, but it ended up being therapy for the person that's writing it. So I think like MCing is so beautiful. Like, it's another level. Some people just think it is a jibber jabber and they don't understand, but I feel like it's amazing.
It
You know what I'm
kinda
saying?
gives
It saved my life. for real.
Chance to connect with other people,
Oh, yeah.
like without physically being there, connecting with them. It gives you a chance to connect with them through your words and your artwork, and then they feel like, oh, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And that's really important to so many people, because I think, as we discussed in our last episode, so many people go through emotional trials and tribulations, and music has always been that connection that people, they go to when they're feeling down or upset or happy or loved, or, you know, anything. You can always go to music and find someone who vibes with you on whatever emotional level you're on that day.
Yeah.
No
So,
doubt.
It's
No
a beautiful
doubt.
thing.
And
Yes.
all I can say is I want to thank genuinely from the bottom of my heart everyone who has subscribed, everyone who has tuned in,
Everyone who shared.
everyone who has shared, everyone who has commented, everyone who has supported the culture and
freestyle.
supported the
Yeah.
artists and supported in general.
Oh yeah.
I want to say thank you.
It's a
This
beautiful
may
thing.
be the final episode of Queen and Vida, but all I could tell you is you never know what may come later. Keep your eyes tuned, but what I'll tell you is
Stay
tune
tuned
in for next week.
Stay
We
tuned
got
in.
Rob Diggy coming back in the house.